I'm astrologer and life coach Penny Dix. Welcome to my YouTube channel and welcome to Aries, because I'm going to give you your overview for 2023. Will it be better than 2020, 2021, 2022? Well, ultimately it's what we all make of it, but I can promise you different energies. And if you handle the energies that you are being dealt with in a kind of mindful and conscious way, then there's no reason why 2023 can't be a lot better for you. Partly because you're going to have our wonderful, opportunity-ridden, lucky, expansive planet Jupiter in your sign. Now, you had a taste of that during 2022, and then it retrograded back into Pisces for like a couple of months. It's now well and truly back in your sign. This is super good energy, Aries. This is really going to help you with projects you've got. You do have to be careful, though, with Aries in the first house, because especially if you're an Aries rising sign or ascendant, that means ascendant, Jupiter sometimes can expand the waistline. So just be mindful of that. If you don't want to put on any extra kilos or pounds, then just be aware that those first 5 months of the year, Jupiter's going to be in this part of your chart. And it's there, in fact, until May the 16th. And then it will move into Taurus, which of course is your house of finance. Now, that couldn't be better, could it? Because, you know, this can bring sudden windfalls, sudden unexpected kind of, bountiful kind of money coming to you, because especially because Uranus is there. And Uranus is our planet of the unexpected. So I think financially this could be a much better year for you, Aries. But let's also look at what else is going on, because your ruling planet, Mars, is in Gemini, and it's been retrograde for quite a while now. Now, the good news is that on January the 12th, it goes direct. Now, this is the part of your chart that is to do with communication specifically. So what this means is that it's going to be able to go back over the degrees that it's already retrograded through and help you look at where you may have acted too hastily, said things too kind of quick-tempered, said things too swiftly, to repair any damage or potential damage that may have been started when Mars went retrograde. So that's going to be very helpful for you. Now, the other energy we need to look at is about Saturn, because Saturn, my big outer boy Saturn, is about boundaries, restriction. It's also about learning and rules. Now, Saturn in March, on March the 7th, is going to move into your 12th house, Pisces. That's in preparation for when it moves into your sign in about 2.5 years' time. But we can worry about that then. So Saturn in Pisces. Pisces, of course, is very fluid, excuse me, and has no boundaries. Saturn likes boundaries. Now, what I think this is going to do, because this part of your chart is this inner self, this inner part of you, your psyche, that can sometimes feel quite lost, because Aries, you're quite good at putting on a brave face to the outside world, as if everything is absolutely super cool and fine. But often inside, you can suffer from anxiety and be quite worried and concerned about how things are going to work themselves out for you. Now, Saturn moving into this part of your chart, I think is actually going to be super helpful, because I think it's going to help you to do some inner reflection, do some kind of inner work on you to kind of, it'd be a great time, Aries, to actually, if you've never had any counselling or therapy, to actually look at booking a few sessions with a therapist, to look at the inner you. That could be super good use of this Saturn in Pisces. It'll also help you to contain some of the feelings that you get that you just feel sometimes overwhelmed by. So it's actually going to be, I think, super cool for you having Saturn in this part of your chart. Now, the other energy that we need to look at is Pluto, our planet of transformation. Because Pluto has been in Capricorn, in your 10th house of work and career, for nearly 20 years. Many of you will have changed your work, your career. You will have started out on a completely different path. You have probably transformed enormously with regard to your kind of soul path, career, work during the last 20 years. Now, Pluto on March the 23rd is going to move into Aquarius, which is your 11th house of hopes and wishes and the community at large. Now, it's only going to be there for a couple of months. It's just dipping its toes into Aquarius to give you a taste of what you can expect with Pluto in Aquarius, because I think it's going to help you launch ideas and projects you've got for putting yourself out there in the wider community. So it's going to be very transformational in that area. It's also going to, I think, greatly change your kind of wider group of friends and people that are in your community. I think the kind of people that have been in your life, a lot of them will be dropping away because that friend circle is going to transform as you actually almost consciously and actively look for people that are on Team Aries. I think you've realised, certainly over the last few months, that there's been quite a few people in your circle who are not on Team Aries. And it's time for change. So Pluto just dips its toes in from March till May the 1st. And then on May the 1st, it moves back into into Capricorn, and finally will go direct on June the 11th. Is that right? Yes. House June the 11th, Pluto direct on, oh no, sorry, it goes direct on October the 11th. I got all muddled up with my notes there. So Pluto finally goes direct on October the 11th in Capricorn, but won't fully enter Aquarius until January the 21st, 2024. So these are the main kind of headlines for you for 2023. The other important thing to mention is that the nodes, which are these aspects or angles of the moon that shift from sign to sign, are going to move into that kind of Aries Libra axis. So certainly from kind of April, you're going to notice a sense of that energy, of that karmic energy shifting for you, because on April the 20th, there is a solar eclipse in Aries. So obviously I will do a video about that much nearer the time, but I think you've just got to look at this as the fact that the energies really are going to be shifting for you. And, you know, I think what you've experienced in the last 2 to 3 years has not been good for you. It's really ground you down. And this energy for this year, I think is going to see you toughening up, but not in a way that is without empathy or compassion, just actually sensing your own value. Because I think a lot of things that have happened to you have made you lose a bit of confidence in yourself, which is unusual for you, Aries, because Aries, normally you can feel quite sort of self-confident. And I think when Jupiter moves into Taurus in May, that's going to just give you a little bit more of that sense of self-worth. So all in all, Aries, I think a good prospective year ahead for you. It's gonna be okay. So thank you so much for watching this short little overview for you for 2023. And please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you've not already. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.